but it's like it kind of separates itself from that a little bit because it's like a whole.
Because it's like a 10 years after type of deal, right? Because Fisk
Yeah,
is a
well,
little bit
in episode
nicer.
1, you get a 1 year time jump from the start of episode 1. You get a 1 year time jump.
Yeah, and we don't, and I don't really know how much like time is between season 4 and Born Again.
Shit, there's 4 seasons?
Yeah. 4 wasn't very good though, so like I wouldn't freak out about that too much.
Is it better than the Iron Fist?
There's not much that isn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Is it Morbin time?
It's not Morbin time, not by any means. No way.
Changed my mind. Craven was better than Morbius.
I would maybe agree just because some of the kills were cooler, but like both of those movies are just awful, man. Just crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are of course live. Welcome in to Velocity Entertainment, where each and every Monday we gather around this table and talk about news that includes but is not limited to movies, TV shows, video games, anime, music, and we talk about it and we laugh about it and we joke about it and then we fuck off.
We gotta take the music part out, man.
Yeah, we don't talk about music a lot.
We had one good Avril Lavigne episode.
Yeah. We could.
But I'd be happy to bring it back.
We could do another something like that one of these days. That Avril Lavigne episode was fucking hilarious.
You a hoe.
What do you say?
I messaged him 20 minutes ago. Hey man, did you die? He just messaged me back. No. Or yes. Sorry.
Well, clearly it'd be one of them.
I've got blisters on me fingers.
If you're not familiar with the show, you can go to twitch.tv/velocitypod where you can subscribe to the podcast. You can follow the podcast and you can interact with us live in the chat when we talk about our weekly subjects. Today, we're going to go over a ranking list of 35 of the best open world games ever. And we're gonna see if we agree with this list. We're gonna see if this list sucks.
Oh, so we're not making it. We're actually going.
No, it's a list that's made by.
We better skip the news. We're gonna argue a bit here.
There's not any news.
Perfect.
It's been a quiet week. I believe it's best open world RPGs. Yeah, open world games. 35 of them.
Perfect.
I do want to go through after we talk about just housekeeping in our weeks. I want to go through and just like list what we think is going to be on the list, and then we can go through the list and see if we agree with it. I think this sounds like fun. I saw a podcast do something similar, not this exactly, but and I was like, hey, I could tweak that a little bit.
How
We could
much
have
do
some
we
fun with
hate Ranker.com when we play?
This
Jeopardy?
is.
I fucking hate Ranker.
This isn't
Yeah.
Ranker. This is Den of Geek, is what this website is called.
Let him.
Yeah, it's about a year.
Okay, the name sounds better for this.
The list is about a
little-
year old, so there's probably not some like super new stuff in here, but I imagine the big ones will be on there.
I'm ready for it.
If you're more of an audio podcast listener, that's okay too, because you can go to Spotify, you can go to Apple Podcasts, and you can type in Velocity Entertainment, where you can find over 200 episodes to listen to, binge watch, enjoy. So podcast will always be free, so if you're not able to jump in and help support the podcast financially, that's totally okay too. You can listen to all of the episodes for free, and that's the way it'll be moving forward. Joining me, of course, though, we have the long hair, don't care, Thug Nasty, dropping them in the dirt, laying down the hurt, the all-knowing, almost Samoan, dishing out crosses, taking no losses, tightest bun in the room, Tanner Else.
Pretty loose today.
Yeah, but nobody else has got a bun, so
That's good. That does make
You're
it
the only one
close.
with long enough hair.
unless you count my booty cheeks, in which case, ooh, tightest buns in the room, dog.
Yeah, did you get that snap also from him?
What?
Of like, I've had multiple comments.
I
about
really
my
did.
calves
Like that was
today.
not a joke.
Yeah.
Like I wore shorts for the first time this year today, and
I believe
straight
it.
up,
I believe
like
it.
4 old people were just like, "Damn, you got some calves on you, man." He's like, "You work those out or are those natural?" I was like, "Nah, just step 1, be overweight 60% of your life." That's how I did it.
That helps. It do be helping.
He's the Auburn Wonder, tearing haters asunder when you see the lightning. Prepare for the thunder and lock up your G-darn waifus. Zach Lind. We're probably a few short weeks away from getting into platinum, where he can have a low punny on his team. So
We're not gonna let that happen.
We're fucking doing it.
We're not
I'll
gonna
subscribe. Just make sure we get that fucking low punny.
Who are the starters of the next gen?
They're all bangers.
yeah,
But-
Chimchar, Piplup,
we're
and
going
Turtwig.
Chimchar.
Yeah.
We're going Chimchar.
All of them are good, but Chimchar is going to be probably the best for our run.
Because
There's only 2 other
It's fucking
fire
Empoleon
types.
is the other one.
All I'm saying is that you're 0 for 2 on water starters. so it's
This
like,
is ridiculous, dude.
Did you take his fucking phone away?
No.
that was a sad one, wasn't
You're
it?
You're not strong
He's like
enough.
waving at you,
What are
putting his
why are you
hand up
looking
on the
at my phone?
glass.
Because I thought somebody was calling you. I was going to answer it and say, hello,
Oh, it's
I'm
fine.
Zach. I saw
Small bit of housekeeping for you guys. If you're just tuning in, on May 3rd, we have a 12-hour marathon stream planned, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to be out here streaming games all day long. We have a VFT podcast planned in the middle of the stream, so it'll be a nice little opportunity for us to put the controller down, take a break from playing games, and just sit here and chat for an hour or so about the day, about our thoughts, whatever it is we want to talk about, and play a little bit of trivia as well. Subscribing during that marathon podcast will add 5 minutes to the clock, maxing out at midnight, so you guys have the opportunity to make us go until midnight, or not. It is what it is. It stops at 10 p.m. unless we get those 24 subs, I believe, that pushes us to midnight, and then we'll stop at midnight.
I'm here for it.
Woo! The rest of it. Check out the mornings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. To check out Tanner's first ever playthrough of Majora's Mask. Sounds like it's going fairly well.
You don't have to check it out. It's pretty fucking rough.
It's a harder game,
It's
It is,
pretty
yeah.
fucking
It
rough.
is. The training wheels are off on this one. It's definitely like.
but it's so much fun though. Like once you start getting some of those
And
masks.
some dude commented today, and he was like, "Is this harder than the water temple in Ocarina of Time?" And I'm like, "Yes."
And it's the first
The
time.
part where I am at is hard. It's 10 times harder. We spent an hour and a half trying to get to a thing where you basically just have to jump, and like kill everything before you jump to it. And I spent an hour and a half getting knocked down, falling off, having to restart, losing daylight, and having to go back and start over, and then having to go through the entire storyline again to get back to where I was. It was fucking rough, dude.
Can I do a little bit of a spoiler to him?
Please.
As long as it's not like nasty.
Oh, it's not nasty. There's only 4 temples.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
yeah.
like this game, it's difficult, but it is fun.
Yeah. It's shorter.
Wait
It's
until
good though. Like you'll like it when you get to a certain point in the game, and you're like, okay, now I kind of got it figured out. I kind of got some good shit.
Yeah, I need to go around and get some more masks and stuff, but the main thing for me right now is
like the rabbit ears.
no. They're gonna be like, "Hey, you want this mask? No, I don't. Put them down. I'm not doing what these boys are doing. Nope.
You
I'm
could
just
be
doing some cable forearm curls.
you
That's
could
all
be
I'm
like
doing.
Tanner Lopunny.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
So you can check those out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday mornings. On Tuesday night, Tanner and Tally are going to be starting Split Fiction starting tomorrow night, I believe.
Nope.
No. Don't you leave Friday, or are you not doing that again?
I covering Kevin.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Never mind.
I had to work tomorrow.
Never
probably.
mind then.
Never mind.
Never mind
But the
then.
following Tuesday, Split Fiction.
Maybe I'll play something tomorrow then. We'll see. Who knows? Wednesday nights, 8:30. We play the Pokemon Nuzlocke from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. However, this Wednesday we are going to be doing Godzilla vs. Kong, The New Empire, before the Pokemon stream live. It will be replayed on Sunday, but not live. So if you're catching it on Sunday, it'll just be a pre-recorded episode. The live episode will go up on Sunday because Tanner leaves for Las Vegas on Friday morning. So we want to make sure he's in here for the finale of the Godzilla Monsterverse.
When do you come back?
Monday.
You're only gonna be gone for 2 days.
Friday to Monday.
It's about a weekend, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I'm
Usually
gone
people.
from the 18th to the
You
22nd.
get Saturday and Sunday in
I leave
Wow.
at 7 a.m. Friday, and I come back at like 4 p.m. Monday.
I expect some stories. Expect some
No jail
podcast
time,
stories.
please.
No, we'll see. I'm gonna get really high on Easter though. That's definitely 420 Easter, dude. In Vegas where it's legal. I'm gonna eat an edible, and then I'm just gonna be like, all day. I can't wait.
That should go well. Fallout Fridays are back. Johnny and Trey have been joining me for Fallout New Vegas, so don't miss those. That's around 8 to 9 p.m. generally because we go to the gym first. Then we come back and we stream until whenever. This Friday, however, we will not be doing that because Trey will be participating in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in Omaha. Check that out on bkfc.com. You can watch that fight if you're a fan of our podcast. You can watch somebody who's been on multiple episodes of the podcast. It's throw down bare knuckle. It'll be dope. It's only $5.99 to get the subscription to BKFC, and then you get to watch it, or you can come out to Omaha and watch it live. It's a lot of fun.
We were just arguing in the group chat. He's like, "You know, phone, just Google somewhere that has it." I'm like, "I'm sure I'll find one in Las Vegas that has bare knuckle on." Not too worried about it.
I mean, God forbid I want to watch it on a TV and not my little phone.
Sorry,
you know?
I don't leave for Vegas for 4 more days, and I Googled where to watch this fight on Friday. But I will watch it, I promise, one way or another.
It doesn't take Jackson long to start picking on people, you know?
That's fine. He can get punched in the face, though.
That's true. He sure could.
He's got a big mouth on him, Jackson. I do remember that.
Yeah. Educated people, you know?
Yeah.
Educated?
But Johnny was going after people last week, or like last night. Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. He was like fucking on one. He was just choosing violence.
I was like, oh, what, you're just going to talk to me now because fucking Johnny made you feel bad? No. I'll say something. We can talk in person whenever you would like to, sir.
So that's the housekeeping for that. Tune in for updates on that. The marathon stream specifically, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. Gentlemen, it's been a week. I mean, what's up? What's up? You done anything cool? How's you still dumping time into that Monster Hunter Worlds game?
Wild? No, I have not. I haven't put any.
Haven't played any of it?
Not like a week.
Oh man, you're gonna have to make up for it
Did
in
you
May.
get to like a point in the storyline where you were kind of just chilling or just busy?
Just busy.
Yeah.
Like I like the game, but
I do too.
other things.
I had to kind of take a little break just because I was starting to burn myself out with doing like a morning and a night stream like 3-4 days a week. And I was like, I'm gonna take a little break from Monster Hunter. I need to get back to like on the weekend playing it maybe. Like on my
it's
free
also
days,
much
home.
more fun with friends.
Yeah, come home from work and like before I take a little nap, play for like an hour or something, you know. But some days get a little long.
No,
No, I know it, man. You work all day and then you just don't want to play the games. I get it.
Yeah.
It'd be different if y'all supported us and we could do this full time.
the only reason why I
Just
stick
imagine
around
you wake up at like 8 a.m., you shower, and then you're like, all right, time to clock in for 6 hours of playing games. You don't have to go to work. That'd be crazy. Yes.
I didn't think streamers showered.
Well, we will.
Okay.
Because we wouldn't be just streamers. We'd also be podcasters. Podcasters have to shower.
Okay.
Because we're sitting in a room with each other. You know what I mean?
That is true. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify
So,
with that.
yeah. It's kind of like we get all the benefits of one and then all of the
I also
cleanliness.
feel really called out right now because usually I go to the gym in the morning and then I come back here, shower, start Zelda. But I had to pick up Chop, so I was like, I'm just gonna change clothes real quick and go pick up Chop. And fuck you, I didn't shower for the stream today, so whatever.
No
Fucking
one
first
needed
time.
to hear that.
Just letting you know.
Didn't you go to midget wrestling or something?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of midget wrestling, have you watched the Gay Off You yet?
What?
From midget wrestling?
What is
I
that?
hate it so much.
It was fun. It was
He's
interesting
got-
to see.
I don't remember what the name of the fear is, but he's got it. Fear of little people.
Yeah, we did look
Wait,
it up at work.
you guys looked it up?
Yeah, there's
There's a comedian, a little person comedian that like says it. It's like tryptanophobia or something like that. And
There's
it's
a-
like the actual fear of little people.
There's a name for what I have.
yeah, you can put it on disabilities.
I'll look it up just so we know. for
But
sure.
Look, and I'm not scared of little people.
Yeah, you
I get
are.
uncomfortable when they walk towards me, and I don't know why.
I do have to say, they were walking the crowd during the intermission, and I heard like someone patting me in my butt. And I'm like, what the fuck? I look over and there's no one there,
Yeah.
and then I look down like, oh shit.
It started when I almost stepped on one on accident, and then it was like I was trying to be mindful of where they were at all times because they're around.
achondroplasiophobia.
Man, that seems like a
Something like that.
pretty large word.
Sounds like my next
I looked at it and I was
Sounds
like,
like
holy buckets, I got to try and pronounce that live.
tattoo.
Make it look like a Ouija board. Like, what's his
But-
name?
Lopez.
Yeah.
I did send a couple
No
of
regrets.
snaps to people,
No regret.
and then I got a snap back of the chicken jockey on the Minecraft movie. They were watching the movie as I was watching Dwarf
Yeah.
Wrestling. Like, that's pretty funny.
I didn't know how to make it any more clear to you or Chance that I didn't care about these snaps, but they just kept coming.
Yep. I only got one, thank
I
God.
think I ended up getting like 50 freaking videos. I'm like, I don't
Well,
care.
one of us was sober, one of us was drunk. Could you tell the difference between the two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure could.
Yeah. I wasn't even there, and I could tell.
Sure could.
But I also saw the Minecraft movie on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Tanner saw that. I hadn't seen it yet. And you guys can talk about it.
He
you
said
know?
it, he
Was-
said bad, but I'm like, I don't know. It's
Was the theater experience just as awful for you?
Yes, I totally went to a theater to go see this movie.
Oh,
oh,
I got you.
that makes sense.
Have you guys seen the circulating viral one? The one
I was gonna say I've seen a couple of them now.
where they have like,
one.
there's the one. So it happens in a lot of them, but like there's the one that went viral where they had the confetti guns and some guy had a
Jesus.
live chicken that he was holding up
I
on
see
somebody's
that
shoulders. And
What?
they were throwing popcorn and then the confetti guns and then they stopped the movie and kicked everybody out. That's the one that went viral.
Okay. I did see the one where the police officers came in, and then I saw another one where like the staff was like, "If you guys don't stop, we're gonna stop this movie, and we're gonna start kicking people out." And there was like a bunch of staff members there, and there was like one rent-a-cop security guy that was like, "Yeah, I'll kick you guys out," and the kid's right behind his phone going, "We didn't even do anything." But there's quite a few videos if you want to.
So anyway, yeah, watching this movie in theaters is apparently just awful. So I guess don't do that. You think they'd be like, okay, the movie experience is pretty awful for people. Maybe we'll release it on like HBO or something. You know?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, man, us old people, it's like, man, you got to catch a matinee or wait for it to come out because those kids kind of
Ruins
in
it.
groups
Ruins
they
it
take
for
over
you.
the dude. They had 3 entire full rows in the back, and they started throwing shit at the fucking end. Basically, like something happened during the chicken jockey thing that pissed somebody off, but the very end of it was when they were throwing shit.
Right.
I mean, the ending did suck, so yeah, I agree with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about this list, but first I want to ask you guys a question. If you're okay to answer that. You think you
If
guys
it's
are
too
mentally-
personal, I'm just gonna say no.
You guys are mentally sound. You think you can?
Fuck no.
You think you could successfully mentally?
Just
answer
because
the
Zach
question?
said no, I feel like I have to say yes. Yeah, I'm mentally sound. Zach sucks.
Are you in a good mindset to answer a question from Reddit?
Oh God, it's Reddit.
Nah, they're pretty tame questions. I got 2 of them here for you. Question number 1, boys. Give me a video game that blew you away with how deep it was. That's a good question. I saw this. I was like, this is a good question. I like this one.
My basic bitch answer is gonna be Baldur's Gate 3.
That's, I mean, basic, but like good answer. I immediately jumped to Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know if you guys have ever beaten that game.
I don't
I've
think I
tried
beat
that
it.
game. I'm awful at it.
Surprisingly deep, surprisingly heartbreaking. I jumped to The Last of Us Part 2. How revenge is a cycle that just keeps feeding off of each other. It's a very deep concept, and a lot of people didn't like that in that game, but I did. Other ones,
So I'm gonna throw Kingdom Hearts out there because even though like you have
Hearts is good.
it's like for the lore, it's a little weird, but like there's like an underlying meaning with the Heartless and
Mhm.
all that stuff.
Mhm.
But
I like
I'd
that
say that's
answer.
a deep one.
I mean, also it only took you like what, a year and a half to beat it.
I mean, playing it once a week for about an hour, yeah.
Yeah, they were only doing like hour and a half to
Minus
2
all
hour
the weeks
streams.
we had to miss when all 3 of us didn't link up for a while.
Yeah, at one point they were just like, all right, Tanner's not coming back. We got to get back to playing it.
We it was crazy too because
I was
Chop,
picking up.
I downloaded like that 3 game package or whatever, and Chop's like, "Oh, I downloaded that today too." And he was like, "How far are you guys?" And I was like, "Oh, we're just getting to like the Hercules world." And he goes, "Oh shit, I'm on Kingdom Hearts 2." And I'm like, "That's what happens when you can play it for 8 hours."
Yeah,
every
when you can
fucking
play
day."
it for a long time, it's different.
Well, you can just play it for fun whenever you want. I was like, I wish I gotta wait to play it. It sucks. But yes, fuck you, Zach.
Okay,
Kingdom
Blake.
Hearts, I like that. Kingdom Hearts, Baldur's Gate. I'm
I'm
think of
trying
some
to
more
think
here.
of- yeah, like,
I don't know how deep it is, but like it's a game that made me cry. If we're talking about Telltale: The Walking Dead, number 1, I guess I
Game?
wouldn't. What's that?
the game.
Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't know they made Walking Dead games.
oh, it's so good. There's 3
It's
seasons.
choose your own adventure.
It's like a choose your own adventure, yeah, basically. So it's like comic book style, but then like things will happen in the game, and it'll be like a timer bar for you to like make a choice.
Okay.
choosing between
Tales
2
from the
people.
Borderlands. I think there's a couple other ones.
Yeah, they make a bunch. There's a Game of Thrones one, but yeah, Walking Dead season 1 freaking had me bawling like a baby. I don't know if it's because of how deep it was, but there's a lot of like caregiver, father-daughter kind of undertoning themes in there, which are very, very nice to see. So I'd say that one maybe. That's my 3 to your guys' 1. Come on, come on.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
I didn't think of that one.
Like the word, I haven't been able to play the second one, but I love that first game.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't help too. Is his main character was a ginger.
Final Fantasy X's a good one. It's like
There's multiple Final Fantasies.
yeah, I would say 8 is a close second, but 10 is the one where it's like
I heard that was the
everybody
worst one.
kind of lives in like a world where there's no technology because the bad guy in this world destroys anytime there's like technology around because they use technology for everything and all they did was like party, so he like comes and destroys all the technology in the world.
Ooh, I like that concept.
It's a very cool concept. Like
It's put him back to
people-
Stone
yeah,
Age.
Yeah, he's like basically like he pops up every 10 years and just destroys everything. So like every 10 years there's a summoner who tries to do the final summon to finish this boss, and but it's because of the technology that they were using. Nobody had to work a day in their lives, so he comes and like just fucking wipes everything out basically. But,
Dang, that kind of resonates with like Tolkien a little bit. You
Yeah.
guys ever read that? How Tolkien was like terrified of technology and shit, and was worried that it would like wipe everybody out in the end. And that's kind of where the Ents came from in his book.
the Ents.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because he says like Saruman has turned his mind to metal and forgotten what it is, you know, like
He used to
be
walk
one
through the
with
forest.
forest and stuff. And that resonated from Tolkien, just being scared of technology and the dark path that would take humanity down.
I mean, World War
Side
One
note,
was pretty awful.
Horizon Zero Dawn. See where that technology took us. I'm trying to think of another one though, because I Final Fantasy 8's cool.
That's a
'cause
good
it's
question.
Like
I like that question a lot.
it's a good question. 7 draws a really cool like parallel to like us sucking the energy out of the world.
That's true. 7's good for that.
Like a
Do you just make the Johnny noise?
You
Because I'm
gave
not
Johnny,
making no Johnny.
you gave Johnny a good run for his money on that one, but I still think he's got you beat.
he's got that gog a little bit better.
He sure does.
Can you clip that and send it to him?
I will indeed.
Thank you. Not put it on Facebook.
Question number 2, gentlemen. This one's a little bit more fun. I saw this one and I was like, I like this one. Scenario: you die, but now you get to choose what to be reborn as. What do you choose? Can't be a human.
So on this planet, correct?
Yeah, like reincarnation. but
Damn
you
it!
get
So
to
I can't
choose.
pick
You
like
got
a,
your memories too. You got your memories. So like you know that you reincarnated as this thing. My easy answer goes to being like a dog or something, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere where you get to chill, but then like you accidentally like, oh fuck, what if you get to like an abusive house, you know, where
It's like dog.
It's a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit-
cool
little
until
Michael
until
Vick
you're
style.
reborn and you're in Atlanta.
that's true. Yeah. You wake up like, hey boy, my name's Michael Vick. And you're
Yeah.
like, ah,
Yeah, pretty much.
That sucks.
I kind of like elephant
So then I go elephant would be
Elephant's
cool,
dope,
dude. You
elephant.
just
because
like
they do live a long time.
chilling in the mud all day and just like freaking hitting yourself with boof mud.
Boof mud.
I don't like that.
I'm thinking
Boof
like
mud.
maybe like a bald eagle would be cool too.
Yeah.
You know, you just like flying free. You're the like top dog of the
Fucking-
birds of prey.
Fucking a
Raptor.
tailspin.
Oh yeah, dude, you getting it on in the air.
Yeah, dude.
But you're like the
Spin.
top dog of like birds of prey, so like nobody's fucking with you.
I gotta go.
Albatross.
We don't talk about it. Nobody knows.
I'm gonna go.
Is that from a song, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, because we do music, video games, and
True.
TV.
Yeah, very little music though.
This is rough. This is hard for me. Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon be cool. Also,
I gotta pick a
along the
scorpion.
lines of elephant, if I got a mix elephant and an eagle, hippopotamus, dude. Because you chilling
They're
and nobody
fucking
fucks with you.
ferocious.
Nobody fucks with a hippo, dude.
Those things are fucking terrifying,
What?
dude.
Lions don't
I
fuck
saw one of
with
those
hippos.
things running through the water, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, dude, lions don't even fuck with
I
hippos.
said that
They're
right, by
like,
the way.
nah, dude, I'm okay.
Don't come at me." I said that right. He was running in the water.
What's more scary, a crocodile or a hippo?
Hippo, dude.
Yeah, that's the
They will.
weird
Easy
thing.
They
hippo.
snap
Yeah.
crocodiles in half, dude.
Yeah,
like
dude,
they do. There's like videos of them just
Massive.
smashing them in half.
They're monsters,
Yeah.
dude. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but they also have small calves.
Do they though?
They make what they lack in calves, they make up for in just pure fucking sexual energy.
I love baby hippos. They look fucking adorable.
Mudang, dude.
Oh yes.
I'd fucking die for that little baby hippo.
I'm pretty sure that's what my not Twitch. What's the other thing we were using before? Discord.
Yeah, Discord. We have
That's my Discord pictures. A little baby hippo. My mom fucking hates it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, she also wants you to go to bed at 7, so.
That's true.
I'm a grown ass.
I like
man,
those answers,
Mom.
boys. You did good. You did good. I think Hippo wins, though.
Hippo would be
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think Hippo would be the coolest.
I'd like to think like Tiger, but like they got it rough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They gotta fight some people out.
Live in water, eat vegetables all day. No one fucks with you.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, you fucking whole watermelons.
Another one would be a breeding bull, but that's kind of weird.
Yeah, because I feel like
It's
that happens,
bestiality.
and then you got to deal with some like skinny dude with acne, like getting you close. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets you real close, and then he like jams you into the into the.
What the fuck just happened?
Like, have you never,
Can anybody tell me what the fuck just happened?
you never gone to like a ranch and like had to like,
Oh,
all right, we need to
Lord.
get these cows pregnant. Like, how are we gonna do it? We're gonna jam a metal rod up the
Ooh.
bull's ass and give a little. Zzz.
And that's the show.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing today?
Thank God there's a light at the end of the fucking tunnel.
Woo,
Maybe, it
that's
really depends
funny,
on how
man.
this,
That's funny.
Oh God.
This goes.
I'm very happy with what just happened.
Please tell me this list goes from 35 to 1.
It does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this list from Den of Geek called the 35 best open world games ever. This is from 2023, so it's 2 years old.
Okay.
Granted, I don't know how. Obviously, nothing new is going to be here, but we'll see if we like this list or not. I think the goal of it is to go through the list, talk about the things we want and like and don't like or agree with, and then just to kind of see if they nailed it or not. If it's a good list or a shitty list, a shit list.
I assume that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's not going to be on
Yeah,
this
I was
list?
gonna say we want. I would assume not.
So I'm trying to think of some games that aren't going to be on that list that would be in like the.
Yeah, I do want to go through and list some things that we think need to be on here, right? And then we'll see how many we got that are on the list. If we want to start us off, I mean, Breath of the Wild. Does Breath of the Wild pop up on this?
Skyrim.
Ooh, Skyrim's good. Skyrim's good. Has to be on here.
Skyrim's gotta be on there.
I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild. I think Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild's got to be on here too, right?
I'm thinking those two are going to be in the top 10.
Top 10 for those two.
And maybe even top
I'm
3.
trying to think. Okay, some of these.
Do we get a Fallout on this list?
If you're going to get a which one?
That's the
Or are
question.
they gonna
Which
have
one do we go
multiple?
with?
I would say
Um,
Fallout 4 has more detail, but that's also because it's newer.
Mm-hmm.
Say we have to have at least 2 Final Fantasies on here.
Is that open world?
Yeah.
Sections get to open world. 7 when you get out of Midgard is open world, and
Ooh.
then most of 8 is open world.
Most of 8 is open world. 10,
If we get a Final Fantasy, I would think 10.
9 is open world too, I guess. But
You know.
Monster Hunter
Also-
World.
13.
13 is very open. What's the one that we played? 15 for PS4. That was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was. What kind of combat? Turn-based combat on these.
Here's the question:
It stopped at like 10.
do we count Super Mario 64 as open
Yes, and it should be on there.
world? I think it'll be on here.
I think Ocarina of Time should be on there.
I would say Ocarina of Time as well.
Would it be Galaxy? Or maybe not. That's more of like a hub.
Yeah, but then again, so is kind of Mario 64. You know.
I do. Ocarina of Time, I think, would be the Zelda one. That's going to be also on that list.
What was the
Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild have to be on this list, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be mad if they're not.
Would Grand Theft Auto?
Ooh, yeah, but which one?
Grand Theft Auto should be on
5, I would think, has to be 5,
I know,
right?
is San Andreas the-
Fable. If Fable's not on here, I'll be upset.
I'm gonna say GTA 5 because I think that's easily the best. And then you're saying Fable, you think is gonna be on here?
Fable better fucking be on here.
Which one though? I mean, there's what 3?
Fable 3 wasn't my favorite. Fable 1 and Fable 2 were pretty dope though.
I'd say 1 over 2 probably though,
Yeah.
since it kind of introduced us to Fable.
If any Fables in there, I'll be happy. But if none of them,
Do you think Elden Ring?
You're probably right. Probably Elden Ring for sure.
Diablo.
I guess I never really played Diablo, so I don't know
Is
if
Diablo
that's
open world technically?
It's
Sandbox.
hack and slash. I think would be the Like that's why I didn't say Baldur's Gate 3 either, because it's not really open
Yeah.
world.
It's not.
But I think this
That's
is
fair.
I think
It's
you
not.
could consider it open world, like Diablo 3.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's got to be on here? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Horizon.
Horizon's got to be on there. You would think.
What's the next? What's the second one?
Forbidden West, but I would think Zero Dawn would be on here before that one.
Yeah.
Far Cry games.
Far Cry 3, I would say if we're gonna go with a Far Cry, it's got to be Far Cry 3.
Or is it Montana? That one's another fun one. I think that's
Yeah, but Far Cry 3 is widely regarded as the best of the Far Cries. So I think if there's a Far Cry on this list, I think it's got to be
the main villain's what, Voss, right? Correct.
Boss in that one. Yeah.
Sucks that Kingdom Hearts technically wouldn't be open world because you go just from world to world, but
That'd
right.
be the
That's more
Mario
sandboxy.
style. Mario 64.
that's open world though because you can pick where you're going. It's like you kind of start with a wide open layout and go where you want.
Oh.
Yeah,
It'd be-
but
it's the same as like
I
an open layout
understand where
and going
Zach's
town.
coming
Yeah.
from because it is like a hub. The Princess's Castle is like a hub, and then you go to worlds from the hub.
Okay, that does
Um,
make
but also at the same time, like it is completely open. Like you're not able to. Well, I guess no, because some of it is blocked off from stars, so maybe 64 wouldn't be on here. I'm excited to see. I put Fallout 4 on there. I figure if a Fallout's going to be on here, I think it's a safe bet that 4 would be the one. What else have we got? here?
Starfield. I would like to see that on there. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed Starfield.
I would say if we're going that route, I would say No Man's Sky over Starfield.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to worry about it.
Rubber check.
No, we're good. I'm going to put No Man's Sky down there.
Never played that one.
It's fine. It's kind of like, Cyberpunk 2077.
Witcher.
Which
We put Witcher 3 on there, yeah. I forgot about The Witcher, yeah.
I mean, it hasn't had a new game since, 2008?
What, Witcher?
I'm
15,
joking.
yeah.
But yeah.
15 was
2015.
Witcher 3.
So far we got Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Grand Theft Auto 5, Fable, Elden Ring, Horizon Zero Dawn, Fallout 3, Far Cry 3, Fallout 4, No Man's Sky, Witcher 3. I think that's a pretty solid list of guessing.
Now, how many do you think we're going to be in the top 10?
I would say at least 3 of these. Skyrim, Witcher 3, Grand Theft Auto, top 10 probably. I'd say for sure those 3. Elden Ring might be top 10. Should we get into it?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
See how many we get, see how many we nail, see how many we agree with or don't agree with. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, let's get
All
into
right.
this list.
Matthew and Aaron, let's see how good you guys did. Oh, we forgot Spider-Man.
Oh, we did forget Spider-Man.
Ugh.
All right, at 35. Let's start with 35 here. Oh man,
Which, like the PS5 one?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
PS4 Spider-Man. 35. We got Sable. Sable is an open-world game. Is a piece of moving art. The game takes place in a land filled with numerous tribes, each with their own customs. However, instead of fighting these tribes, you must learn from them to help the main character find her place in the world. I've never played this game.
Me neither.
Sounds interesting. Makes sense that it's at 35. What up?
I've never. Yeah. Well, this looks
Shenmue
PS2.
2, dude. Shenmue is like... So Shenmue 1 is like... Probably one of like the freaking... Like most... I don't... What's the word I'm looking for?
Grandfather of...
Impactful. Probably one of the most impactful games. Like Shenmue...
What's a Shenmue?
It's an open world game, essentially. I'm glad that Shenmue 2 is on this list. But it basically like set the tone for these like third person behind the back like city open world games. So
I'm
this is a good pull.
assuming it's like Grand Theft Auto with a little money scene.
Yeah, and then we kind of roll into Yakuza, the
Organized
Yakuza Like a
game.
Dragon series from Shenmue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I was gonna say when I'm like, what's a Shenmue?
The original Shenmue was a revolutionary title that pioneered many modern 3D open world concepts. Though awkward in many ways, it emphasized more intimate and alive style world design that wouldn't become more popular until years later when Shenmue 2 is the better and best version of the experience, which I would agree with. But like I said, Shenmue 1 was just revolutionary. So
What was Shenmue 1 on?
had to be like
'Cause this
PlayStation
looks
days.
this looks like PS2 graphics.
Yeah,
so.
had to be like PlayStation 2 days. All right, what do we got next? Project Zomboid at 33. I've never played this game
Never
either.
heard of
Unlike
it.
most open world games, Zomboid doesn't have a set objective, mission, or campaign. Players only have one goal: to survive. Oh, it's a wave game. I like that. How they go about it is completely up to them. So I've played games like this. Never played this.
It kind of gives me Fallout 1, 2 vibes.
I get it. I think it's like waves of enemies, which is kind of like a Diablo / Daisy kind of vibe. I like it. Let's see what we got for 32. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Okay,
Okay,
so this is a game.
Is it a PC game?
no,
Yeah,
both.
Both. This is a game that got a sequel this year, I think, right?
Yeah, and it looks fucking
Or
awesome.
is this the sequel?
That's the first one.
Okay. I was like, dang, if this is the sequel, then we're getting new stuff in here. What's the sequel called? Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance?
I think it is. Yeah, I think they.
Cradle
got the
to
same
the
one,
Kingdom. No.
Best views. Okay, cool.
Kingdom Come's buggy launch and initially lighter content offerings rightfully contributed to its largely mixed initial reputation. Over time, though, many of those flaws have been fixed. Quite a bit of new content has been added. The result is something quite special.
I'm surprised, honest. I did forget about this one. That it's only at 32. If he's ranking them from pretty good to the best.
I feel like we're nailing it so far. It should only get better, hopefully.
But it is only Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
you know?
it's what a. Yeah.
Weird titling scheme, you know what I'm saying? We got Deadly Premonition next. I can't give full credit to Deadly Premonition for being some kind of secret masterpiece that is intentionally bad in most respects. There are parts of this survival horror game that flat out don't work, and others that are greatly hindered by an array of questionable design decisions. Yet, so many aspects of the game really do come together to form something surprisingly special.
If this is on this fucking list, and none of the things I said are. I'm gonna be very.
We're gonna get there. Like, this is 31.
Okay, I was
Like,
gonna say.
don't worry. Like, if Deadly Premonition is on
I was
this
just
list,
gonna
I imagine
say.
everything we got is
Okay,
going to be on this
good.
list. I would imagine.
All right.
At 30, we got Red Faction Guerrilla. So this is a game that I actually have played. Through exceptional in other ways, the highlight of Red Faction series has long been those games' destructible environments. Nothing quite compared to the feeling of realizing that you could tunnel around an enemy to create your own path forward. While the thrills of the early editions of that mechanic don't quite translate to the modern era, Guerrilla's open world embrace of that concept reinvigorates the joy of the experience. Yeah, this was like destructible environment, like ground zero, you know.
Yeah.
And it was very, very cool. I'm gonna block this guy quick. Best viewers on blah blah blah. Goodbye.
You are the
Goodbye.
weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye. 29. We're into our 20s. Mafia 2. What a choice, dude. What a choice. I love this game. While my heart will always belong to the original Mafia, that game's open world elements are more of a hindrance than an asset. Mafia 2 immediately addresses that shortcoming by not only improving the original game's driving mechanics, but filling that open world with more activities and personality.
Why does it
Mafia
have,
2 is my favorite of these first three. So
make sure that you had to like move the stick a bunch of times because there is no power steering?
That sounds terrible.
Well, that's what older cars. Power steering's a pretty new thing. That's only from like
Mhm.
the '60s, man.
In video games?
Wait, I was just joking. Wait,
He's
is that
joking.
Oh,
yeah.
but okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure cars have power steering for a long time now.
Rolling into 28, Burnout Paradise. Oh, I remember the Burnout series, dude. I probably still argue that Burnout 3 is the highlight of this incredible racing series, though it's difficult to deny that the decisions to pivot to an open world in Paradise open up new possibilities for a series that suddenly needed to raise the stakes. I remember Burnout big time, dude. You guys ever did a Burnout game? No?
I'm gonna take it as similar to like Forza Horizon.
Yeah, but like with the essence of like Driver, kind of. because like it is open world.
Okay.
I love it. Good choice, man. I like that at 28. Let's see, 27. We got Dying Light. Oh man, I loved this game, dude. I loved both of these games. Despite finally getting a sequel, I'm not sure if Dying Light 2 ever or Dying Light ever really gotten all that love it deserves. After all, it may be the best open world zombie game ever made. It's very good, man. This game is fun.
Parkour across, is it the Sierra?
The parkour was the big mechanic that was being advertised and stuff with Dying Light. The only thing I didn't like about Dying Light is that you're infected. So every time the sun sets, you only have like a certain amount of time to get to like a safe space or whatever. You can't just chill out at night and explore, which bothered me. And then in Dying Light 2, you didn't have that infection. And you were like, oh, okay, cool. And then you get like 10 minutes into the game and it's like, oh, you got bit. It's like my least favorite part of the first game, immediately now part of the second. All right, next up, Mad Max. I never played this Mad Max game, dude. But like I remember previews for it. It's safe to say that nobody expected much from a Mad Max game released around the time of Fury Road, but not related to that movie in any meaningful way. While the sheer shock of the game's eventual quality did arguably inflate its reputation somewhat, Mad Max remains a pretty special open world experience. Maybe it's worth checking out. I remember this game being like out.
This is a but like last 5-10 years game.
Yeah, I mean it had to be
Fury Road. I'm trying to think. That's not like the old Fury Road, right?
No, Fury Road's the newest Mad Max movie, but like
it's a remake of like a 80s Fury Road, right?
There was no 80s Fury Road.
No.
There's
the
Mad
Road
Max
Warrior.
with Mel Gibson.
Okay, that might have been one. I was thinking Road Warrior. Okay, I never watched those movies. So.
Coming in at 25. Let's see what we got here. Just Cause 4, dude. These games are chaotic.
I've never played them.
The Just Cause franchise thrives on its physics-based open-world sandbox gameplay. While each entry encourages players to blow up enemy outposts in creative ways, Just Cause 4 makes the most out of a more modern technology to really up the ante, even if some of the game's structured missions don't quite live up to the standards set by its free-roaming activities. The latest game in the series gives players an arsenal of weapons, including a utility belt full of special grappling cables and booster rockets that allow them to manifest their destructive imaginations like never before.
So it's more of a Saints Row meets Far Cry.
Yeah, that's a very good way to say it.
Okay.
At number 24, we have Dragon's Dogma. I would say that this would be overtaken by the second one had this list been made last year. But this is a good poll. I like Dragon's Dogma a lot. Dragon's Dogma is sometimes best thought of as what might happen if Capcom took the giant creatures from Monster Hunter and placed them in a large medieval fantasy RPG. What makes that already appealing experience really work are the ways that this game gives you free reign to tackle combat pretty much however they see fit. Sure, you can rely on the same kinds of abilities and attacks found in other hack and slash titles, but Dragon's Dogma also lets you do things like grapple smaller creatures and climb over bigger monsters to hit different weak spots. Exploration of this game certainly isn't limited to discovering new locations.
Sounds pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's a very cool.
Why
game.
have I never played this game?
Very cool game. Second one's very cool too. So.
Do you have it?
No.
Oh. Why have I never played this?
Or
heard of it, really?
I don't know, man.
I feel like I've heard the name, but I didn't know it was like that.
You know, hey, it's kind of right up your alley. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
It is a Capcom game, correct, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard.
Coming in at number 23, we got Sleeping Dogs. Oh, I played this game with my buddy Jesse for like 19 hours straight once. We didn't even go to bed. It was crazy. This game was super fun, dude. It was very like true crime meets kind of Yakuza, kind of meets a little Grand Theft Auto. Very cool game.
The true crime game was fucking badass, dude.
Yeah, true crime was dope. I'll never know why there aren't more truly great martial arts games, but I do know that whenever I find myself lamenting the lack of noteworthy entries into the subgenre, I can always turn to Sleeping Dogs for comfort. It was fun. It was very fun. Flight Simulator.
God. Okay, can we say this is the first one of like, why the fuck is it on here?
This is, I mean, true to fashion, this is the only game on here that's truly open world. So
it's got a point. I'm just saying.
This one's the first one that pisses Zach off.
Yeah, like this is.
All right, let's move on to 21. 21, we have Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Good pull. This is definitely the best of the Borderlands games. So if you got to have one, this is it. I would like this to be in the top 20, but I'll take it at 21, you know?
Getting a little nervous. Some of my shit's not about to be in here.
Coming in at number 20. All right, boys. We're going into the top 20.
Final Fantasy
And
VIII.
I don't think any of the things on our list have been on here yet.
Nope, sure haven't.
Wow.
Do we think that it's coming, or do we think that it's not?
There's a couple coming, but I have a feeling all the shit we said ain't coming.
Like the Skyrim, Witcher, those got to be in the top
Yes,
3.
those got it, but
All right, let's go. Number 20, Spider-Man. Yep. Marvel Spider-Man. This was a blunder by us. We should have added this one.
I didn't even think about it. I completely spaced it.
This is a great game. Great 20.
Tyson would have threw it in there.
Next up, we got Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. Oh,
Banger of a
yeah.
game, dude.
Now I kind of feel bad I forgot about this one.
This one, you fight bosses and then you can fight them again, correct? When they're leveled up.
So this game was
The enemy mechanic?
It's made by WB, and WB patented the mechanic that was called the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
That's what was famous about this. And unfortunately, it's patented and nobody else can use it. And now WB Game Studios shut down, and so it's just never going to get used again, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Nemesis system.
The Nemesis system was famous because it would make NPCs in the game that you fight remember you. So, say you fight an orc, and this orc just happens to kill you. This orc remembers that it killed you and gets promoted for it. So when you come across this orc later in the game, it's got a name. It's like Morgrog the Dread or whatever. He would be a captain now because he was able to kill you. And when you bump into him again later on at a different stronghold, he'd be like, you come back for another ass whipping, did ya? And things like that.
Don't you have this on disc on PS4?
It's downloaded. I'd have to find it in the library, but yeah, I have the first one for sure.
I thought you had it on disc. 'Cause I feel. How many?
2 of them.
2. Okay.
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
I think you have Shadow of War on disc. Because one of these you have on disc out there in the living room. But
Very good, very cool system, very good game.
start one of these bitches tonight when I go lay down.
It's a ton of fun. It really is. Coming in at 18, yeah, coming in at number 18. Ooh, Nier Automata. Yeah. Okay. I didn't play these games a lot, but I liked these games a lot. Nier Automata starts
Zach likes these games based off that picture.
starts like any other open world adventure
see
that
your
lets players
eyes.
wander different biomes,
Exactly.
fight enemies, and accept side quests. However, the game progresses, the story delves into a surprising introspective twists that are guaranteed to surprise you. Nier Automata also utilizes complex systems that is rarely seen outside of more linear action titles that can better account for the possibilities such a system may result in. This game was fun.
Do you think Black Myth Wukong is going to be on here now?
It came out like
Oh, shoot,
list
that
came
was-
out beforehand, but maybe it would have if it was newer. Coming in at number 17, we got Assassin's Creed
damn it,
4
how do we
Black
forget?
Flag. We didn't do any of the Assassin's Creed games.
We didn't say a single one.
I love Black Flags.
But Black Flag is probably my favorite if I had to pick one. I liked this one a lot, but I like pirate shit.
I also never played the other ones.
Yeah, Odyssey was really good too, though.
That's the Greek one, right?
Yeah. Coming in at number 16, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Thank
there we
God.
go, baby. We
Thank
got it. We got it.
Oh, thank God. No picture though. Oh,
It's there. It's just not
boo.
loading. Yeah.
Which is fine.
Come on, I want to see some hot ginger.
Does such a thing exist?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Only in girls.
Number 15, Ghost of Tsushima. That's a big whiff on my part. I should have put that on the list.
We kind of went through the Dark Souls, Elden Ring.
This
kinda
isn't a
genre.
Souls game though.
This isn't.
No, this is made by Sony.
Oh,
Sony, I forget the company, but yeah, no, not FromSoft. That would
Okay.
be Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. You're thinking of is the samurai one from Souls.
okay. Because I thought they got a second sequel. Is this also has a sequel? Or?
It is getting a sequel this next year, Ghost of Yote.
Okay.
Very excited for it. Coming in at number 14, Minecraft.
Oh
we
my
we
God,
fucked
we
that
Talked
one.
about that at the
just-
beginning of the
yeah.
episode too. We missed out on that. That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Truly open world though.
Mm-hmm.
Belongs on this list. 13, There it is, Shadow of the Colossus. It wasn't on my list, but I did bring it up in the episode today.
I don't feel like this is more open world. This is more linear.
I mean, it is, but like it's open because you can approach the Colossuses in the orders you want.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We got to get Breath of the Wild soon, dude. If it's not like in the top 3,
Number 12. Ooh, Subnautica. So I haven't played this game, but I've watched streamers play this game because it's very fun to watch.
It's kind of like Minecraft, correct? But in the
it's
ocean?
more so, yeah. I mean, kind of, but it's like it's not obviously 8-bit or anything. But it's like an ocean exploration game, and there's like sea monsters in there. Tanner would hate it, dude.
Can we have him play it?
It would be fun to watch him play it. That's
Okay.
for sure. Because like you'd be like in your little submarine looking with your little flashlight, and then like the leviathans will like swim by or whatever.
It'd be real cool if you wanted a whole video of me just going, nope, nope.
Back to the surface.
Coming in at number 11, we got Arkham City.
That's open world.
Yeah. Arkham Asylum was more so sandbox because you're kind of just stuck in the asylum. But yeah, Arkham City opens you up to like all of Gotham basically.
Damn.
And this was a great game. All right, boys, we're coming into the top 10. So far, out of everything on this list so far, the only thing we've had on here is Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it so far. Things on our list: Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Elden Ring, Witcher 3. All these got to be in this top 10s, right? If none of those are in the top 10,
we're about to
this
find
is a
out if
shit
this is a
list.
valid list or fucking not.
Yeah,
All
Matthew
right.
and Aaron, don't fuck us up.
All right, top 10. Here we go, boys. Coming in at number 10, we got Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Yeah, that's a good pull. Not having a Metal Gear Solid on the list would have been a tragedy. I don't know if I'd have it in the top
I forgot
10.
those were kind of like open though, you know.
They weren't until recently.
Because I only played Snake Eater, so
Yeah, they weren't until recently. This is 4 and 5 are kind of heading that direction. I don't know if I'd have it in my top 10, but it definitely deserves
we're
a
about to
spot
get
on the
disappointed.
list. Number 9, Far Cry 2. Really? Far Cry 2 over Far Cry 3?
That looks pretty cool. I like the Sierra
I don't
style of that.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't.
What do you do? What do you do? I can't. I don't make this list. I don't make the lists. Coming in at number 8, we got Death Stranding. This is a walking simulator, and I don't think it's one of the best open world games ever. I think it's good, but I don't think top 10.
Hold on. This dude put it at 8 and then said, "Do games need to be fun to be good?" Yes. My answer is yes. Fuck your list. You got some making up doing
this
the top
is the
7,
one
bud.
that Tanner's or not Tanner, Kyle. You hate this one. I hated the flight simulator. Which one has pissed you off so far?
Probably this one.
Okay.
Coming in at number 7, Morrowind. Okay, over Skyrim.
Well, we had a Elder Scrolls game.
Just
It's
disagree.
probably going to be the one that they give us, though. They probably won't give us
I
Skyrim
am
then.
glad that they only chose one so far out of the series, not like all, because like you have Oblivion, Skyrim.
Yeah, I just feel like we're talking. This list is called the best open world. You know? Like,
And if it's ranked,
Like I've never,
Skyrim is easily better than Morrowind. Like obviously.
like I haven't played Oblivion all the way through. I've never played Morrowind. Would Oblivion beat out Morrowind?
I'll be honest. When I played Morrowind, I was too young to remember playing Morrowind, so like I honestly don't know. But
yeah,
Okay.
guys got to assume Oblivion's one of the best freaking open world games ever made. All right, let's do it. Coming in at number 6, Fallout New Vegas. Okay. I mean, I'm not upset to see it in the top 10.
but I think Kyle's upset to see it below 5
I'm upset that
because some of these things in this are top 5 where he's going to be like above Fallout New Vegas.
I'm okay with it being at 6, depending on what 1 through 5.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Is you're going to see something in this 5 that's going to make you go,
Yeah, we'll see. Let's go. Let's see what number 5 is. Top 5. We got Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
We kind of
Let's
assume that.
We got that one coming in at number 4. The Legend of
There
Zelda.
we go. About fucking time.
I was like, yeah, it's about goddamn time. Little upsetting not seeing Ocarina of Time in the top 35, but you know, it's fine.
Again, I think
Unless they throw it above this, which then I'm going to be a little like, eh.
One per series.
If you're doing one per series, then I can't believe it was Far Cry 2 over 3. That pisses me off more than
Death Stranding.
Yeah. Number 3, we got The Witcher 3.
There we go. We're okay. We're cooking now, boys. We're cooking.
You can't have a list without it. We got 2 left. What do you think the last 2 are?
Dude, I feel like we got to get a Final Fantasy in there, dude. I don't know.
Do we think Elden Ring's in the top 2?
I think there's a lot of
probably. Yeah. They might put it 1. They might put it at 1.
Let's see. At number 2, we got Red Dead Redemption 2. I didn't even think about a Red Dead Redemption. Fuck, that's stupid on my part. Okay. And we had Grand Theft Auto on our list, and I didn't even think about that.
So, before we see number 1, I'm going to get this out there. I'm guaranteeing it's not Final Fantasy, and I'm guaranteeing it's not Fable. This is trash.
What do we got? What do we got for a vote? My vote.
Fable 3.
Elden Ring.
It's probably Elden. I think it's gonna be
Elden Ring.
It's probably Elden Ring.
Let's see it. Number 1 on this list from Den of Geeks for the best open world RPGs is Elden Ring. Yeah, baby. I was like, yeah. What else could it be?
Let's. Gosh, the amount of shit we didn't get.
I'm not upset with where Fallout New Vegas is. I'm okay with that. After seeing 1 through 5, I'm okay with that. A couple things I'd change: Far Cry 3 over 2. I'd have Death Stranding in the list, but I wouldn't have it
closer to the top.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it in the top 10. I'd have it in probably the top 20. And I get it; they were doing 1 per series.
Well, because then it would just be flooded with Elder Scrolls games.
It's true, but I would
Fallout
also do
games.
Skyrim over Morrowind. I think, just because obviously, like you gotta grade this stuff on a curve. I get it. Morrowind's older, so obviously it's not going to look and play as good as Skyrim. But I still just think Skyrim's a better game.
I think so.
But overall, what do you guys think? Is this a good list?
Trash.
Or is this a crappy shit?
Hot garbage juice.
I give it a 90%.
There's just stuff that's out of there that I'm like, I'm so mad that it's not in there and other stuff was. Like, you put Flight Simulator in there over Fable. That's a frustrating thing for me. So I can't say it's a good list, I guess.
I'm going to back up Tanner on this one. Fuck Flight Simulator.
We're saying a shit list.
Saying a shit list, dude.
I'm saying 90%.
And there's so many games on here that I didn't play that I'm like, that's probably a real fucking cool game. But fucking Fable? Final Fantasy? I can't say it's a good list, man. I'm sorry.
Well, fair enough.
They at least gave some description of why, too, because it was... I guess we didn't read the one for Flight Simulator or Death Stranding. You did on Death Stranding. That was pretty stupid of them on that part. But the reason of why they put those
this game that you're saying is not fun and it's good. Fable's fun and good.
Yeah,
real fun.
It has a real cool good and evil mechanic, which has not been repeated? Question mark.
Not that I know of.
No, Fallout did it.
Yeah, Fallout did the karma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, karma. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't really like this list.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Did you guys like this? I liked this.
It was fun.
I'd be down to do more of this in the future with like movies and stuff in the future too. We could do like best action movies ranked and call it a shit list.
I think they did other categories too on these Den of Geek.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yeah.
So
Game Informer's got a bunch, and I think
I'm cool with it.
I think the BAFTAs, the podcast I watched, they did the BAFTAs list of the most impactful games. And I was gonna do that one, but I was like, the podcast I watched did that exactly. So I was like, just I won't
change it up,
straight up copy their idea. Well, even though I copied the idea, but yeah, I liked that a lot. I would be down to do more of that in the future.
Much better than Ranker.
But I could already tell I'm gonna not like these guys'
voted
lists.
by people. I think these lists are just made by
people who actually care about games.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They did Fallout. They did Far Cry 2 over 3, but whatever. It's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the show. We're sitting at about an hour 10. If you like the show, remember, go to twitch.tv/velocitypod where you can subscribe to the podcast. You can follow the podcast, and you can give us your thoughts on our weekly subjects like the 35 best open world games. Was that a shitty list for you, or was that a good list for you? Do you mostly agree with that? I think we're on the side of we didn't really like it. Top 5, I'm okay with.
Yes.
Top 6, I'm okay with. Then it gets a little foggy after that. I don't really like some of their choices in the lower ranks, but it is what it is. If you're more of an audio podcast listener, that's okay too. You can go to Spotify, you can go to Apple Podcasts, and you can type in Velocity Entertainment where you can find over 200 episodes to binge watch and enjoy. Remember, we have a marathon stream coming up on May 3rd. Don't miss out on that. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. with the possibility of going to midnight. Don't miss out. on our Pokemon streams on Wednesday. And don't miss out on Wednesday as well, our Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire review. We got a fun week ahead. Busy week. I'm excited for it. But thanks, Tanner. Thanks, Zach, for joining me while we talked about this list. That was a lot of fun. I'm down to do more of that in the future. We will see you guys next week for the podcast.